Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ultimus, and tonight we're vlogging. I'm pretty much recording this, editing it, and then we're gonna be posting it right up just to throw it up there. It's not necessarily here for any day's video in particular. By the time this goes live, and probably a lot of you see it, there'll be another video coming up for the day. But I wanted to kind of touch base with you guys. I haven't vlogged in a while, so I figured now would be an appropriate time to do so. Been kind of out of town, and just kind of busy actually. Past week or so, was in Texas for about 5 days or so for my birthday. Just hung out, chilled. Talked about that in a previous video though. Yeah, and then just getting back into the swing of things. Been busy at work. Been busy out of work. Been busy trying to keep YouTube videos going, obviously. I've been busy just trying to keep up with Legion. It's been fun. I've been enjoying the expansion so far. It's been a lot of fun. Hasn't been off to the best start for me though, at least as much as I would hope. But I'm still having fun with it, if that makes sense. So I suppose I can't be asking too much with it. I was really hoping to be doing better as far as like getting into groups and stuff like that as well, but I think a lot of that has to do with the times I play at, just simply because I usually don't get on until really late at night. I don't know, it's not exactly prime time, so I might have to see if I can work some stuff around to make that happen a little bit differently, for the sake of obviously myself and trying to get the most out of the content as possible. And then of course the more I do that, the more opportunities I'll have for better videos for you guys as well. So there's that. Something I talked about a little bit in the video coming up for later today, I guess, since it's like almost 2 a.m. now. Something I threw out there a little bit there, but I kind of got distracted, and you'll see why, doing BGs and stuff like that. Sometimes it's hard to keep a train of thought going, and PG at the same time. But if any of you guys, and I opened this up last season during WOD, but if any of you guys are interested in doing PvP, or even other stuff, even dungeons and stuff like that, specifically PvP though, but I'm open to all sorts of content, to be completely honest with you. Feel free to hit me up, especially if you play Alliance. I do want to get my Horde Warrior to max level and set up soon, but I don't know how soon that will be, just because Legion isn't very alt friendly right now, so we'll wait and see. But eventually I would like to get both going. But yeah, if any of you guys are interested in playing together and want to do BGs, arenas, dungeons, especially mythics, I'd love to get into some mythic dungeons. Go ahead and let me know. You can inbox me, message me here on YouTube, and I'll check it out. That way your B tag isn't posted, on some random video somewhere here on the internet. That way just anybody can add you. Then of course just let me know who you are, where you found me from, kind of from that if you can. And then we'll get you added, and then hopefully we'll be able to do some games together, hang out, have a good time, and who knows, maybe we'll find some really good meshing that goes on. I know you can play with anybody, but every once in a while you find a couple people that you just mesh really well together, and you jive really well together. So it's kind of what I'm looking for, especially if you play late at night. I am West Coast time, so if that's your jam, please shoot it on over. I'd love to hear from you guys. Another thing I wanted to talk about in this little vlog here, and trying to keep the pace here and not let things get too long. It dawned on me as of last week, a couple weeks ago now. We have hit a milestone, I believe. And if I'm not mistaken, we've been doing this for 3 years now, which is kind of crazy. Been making videos for 3 years. For when we first started off, we were doing one video a week, which was kind of my way of breaking the ice and getting myself comfortable with posting stuff. There's no way I could have done one video every day back when I first started out. And then we went through a phase where we were actually doing multiple videos every day, which was crazy. And then I was burning myself out pretty quick with that, especially because we were doing LPs for a bit and they weren't really getting a lot of attention, so I felt like I was just wasting time. And then I realized it was okay, we didn't have to do it all. And now we're here. Doing, obviously, always done WoW content, always done WoW content. For a while there, I thought about not doing WoW content, but then I was like, but it's my favorite game, so why would I not? Um, but the reason 3 years is kind of important to me is because when I first started this channel 3 years ago, I've talked about this before a little bit, so I'm not going to spend too much time laboring into it. But I started it when I really needed a creative outlet, and I started it when I was in a really rough spot um, of my young adult to, I guess, not even middle-aged adult, but just young adult to adult years. I was going through a really rough time, probably one of the roughest times I've ever gone through in my life. And I just needed something to just kind of focus on, take my attention off of all the bullcrap that was going on IRL, and just something to make and create and see a finished product on, if that makes sense. Something to just kind of pour any type of creative effort into. Give me a really cool outlet. When I started it, I really wanted to just have some fun with it. I wanted to do it creatively. I think if any YouTuber is honest with themselves right now, though, in this day and age, I think the concept of money and growing and doing this for a living always, just about always passes through your mind. There's just no way it can't with how big and how many people are able to do YouTube and Twitch to make their living. Like, the idea of that, I would honestly say, passes through good 75 to 80% of people's minds about whether it's a possibility. Now, I never necessarily started out wanting to do it that way, but I always, in the back of my head, I was like, okay, but what if? And I was like, all right, well, you need to kind of set yourself a goal. So I set myself a goal, and I said, I'm going to do this for 3 years. 3 years, because they say, on average, if you want a business to start up and be successful, you have to give yourself 3 to 5 years to finally get established, to balance budgets out, get all this stuff going, all those things. So I said, okay, we're gonna give this YouTube thing a go for 3 years. If we're not enjoying it come that time, or if it's just going so poorly that it is busted up beyond repair and not worth salvaging, then we'll be done with it. We'll walk away from it. No harm, no foul. At least I can say I tried. And because really, I've been wanting to do YouTube and make videos since like 2008, 2009, but I was always so afraid to, because I never know what I was going to do, and I was afraid I had to be super good at everything I did. And then I realized I could just have fun doing what I'm doing, and that was more than enough. And then, of course, get better as you go along. But yeah, so I had all that in mind and things like that. And so coming to this point now where we're at 3 years, and I'm still having a lot of fun doing it. In fact, as of right now, I'm having more fun doing it than I ever have. Again, it's not even anywhere near insane, but I am insanely proud of and blessed and just overwhelmed and excited that we've got ourselves back up over 300 subs after losing 60 to almost 100 between, the WOD beta and, of course, WOD coming out. That was pretty hard. That was hard to swallow. But it's understandable. So I didn't really take it personally, but it was just hard just to be okay with it. But now being back over 300 subs and actually still slowly growing, maintaining over it, that makes me really happy. It makes me really happy. And just the amount of love that a select number of you guys, there's been a couple of you consistently showing me love on the videos, sharing them, liking them on all different platforms, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, actually the video itself, or anywhere else that you can get a hold of it. I've even added a couple of you on BTAG and just having conversations with you guys and stuff like that. And even if it's just random small talk, I know that it's hard. I know I'm not the easiest person to sit down and be able to play and actually get into games with, just because my play time is so off and it's so terrible. As far as like when I can actually get on and play. So for those of you that I have added to BTAG, I do have every intention of doing games with you, but I don't know when. I'm trying, so there's that. But it means the world to me that any of you guys would actually want to do stuff like that with me. Like that's crazy. Like to me, that's just insane. And so for me, that's just kind of like the cherry on top, or the whipped cream on top of the brownie sundae, if you will, just for how cool this is. And so, for this long random tangent of me sidetracking myself again, I said 3 years, and if it wasn't to a point where I was enjoying it, or if I didn't think it was worth it, I could drop it all. And again, I would just wash my hands of it, and I'd be able to go to sleep at night knowing I tried. But I'm not done yet. So we're still trucking, we're still going along. I have every intention of still continuing. Where we'll be in the next year, who knows? Where we'll be by the end of the year, who knows? Um, it's crazy stuff. I know my life's getting crazier and crazier with everything else. Seems like every time I turned around, things and people are demanding so much and requiring so much from me, and I'm trying my best to balance it all. Come beginning of next year, have a kid on the way, and that's insane. Obviously, that's going to be very time consuming, but I have every intention of keeping this going. Um, so yeah, there's that. Really, really enjoying it. I'm just very humbled by, again, the few of you guys, and there's even a good handful of you guys that have been around literally since day one. Literally since day one. Um, I can spout off some names right now that I know still watch the videos and check out, and will still keep in contact with me. A couple of my buddies who don't even play WoW anymore will still watch the WoW videos and stuff like that. So that's really cool. That's, to me at least, that makes me want to keep making better content and just keep stuff going. So I'm in the works of getting some giveaways going for you guys. So I'm just trying to sort budget stuff out, because I've got like a set amount of money that I set aside for stuff, and basically as of right now, that whole pool of money is going towards upgrading my computer soon. I've got a decent computer, don't get me wrong. Like I love it. I'm very, very thankful for it. But it's time to start looking towards upgrades very, very soon. So we got stuff set aside, and we're saving stuff up there. But of course, any giveaways that I do will have to come out of that. So just trying to figure out what would be best. I want to be able to just give you guys tons and tons of stuff just to say thank you. But obviously, since basically any money I put into it comes out of my own pocket, I have to be very smart with it as well. So yeah, but I just know I got some stuff coming for you guys. I've got some things planned that I want to do. Hopefully within the next couple weeks, I'll have that up and going. And then I will say very, very briefly, and I'm not going to make a big deal out of this. I even hesitated to put this up here and say this, but it's worth it. If you guys would like to donate as well to help get the computer fund underway, there is a tab up on the banner of my YouTube channel where you can donate to the channel. Any donations that come through go towards sustaining the channel itself. So that would go towards giveaways, go towards, computer parts and things like that, equipment to make things better. And that's all I'm really going to say about that. I'm not trying to beg for nothing. Either way, it'll come together, but if you'd like to help out, it would be more than appreciated. Consider it very much like a tip like you would anywhere else. If you think I deserve it or think it's worth your time, please, but by all means, please don't feel obligated to, and please don't feel like I'm begging. But the only reason that button's up there because I had friends harassing me say you really should, so there's that. I'm going to leave it at that. But yeah, all that to say, thank you guys very much for everything that you do for me. And again, how you continue just to, in more ways than one, stay invested in what we're doing here. Again, just the conversations, the comments, the shares, hitting me up on Battle.net and just to have a conversation. It's really, really cool. I love it. And I'm looking forward to making even better content for you guys. So that's pretty much it. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.